Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It has been ages since I posted something on YouTube because I have been very busy for the past 1 or 2 years and it was nearly impossible to find some time for drawing or making a YouTube tutorial. Finally, I got some free time and I thought of making a simple colored pencil drawing tutorial. So this time I'm going to show you how to draw a white flower on a torn paper. Actually, you can draw white flowers even on a white paper because even if the petals are white, it will have different values according to the light, shadows and reflections. So a white flower or object is never totally white, but the color depends on the shadows surrounding objects and all. But in this tutorial, I'm using a grey tone paper because it is easy to understand and the resulting drawing will have a kind of 3D pop effect. This effect can be further enhanced by drawing shadows as well. I'll show you how it is done. Step 1. Outline. I'm thinking of drawing a bunch of flowers with some leaves on it. For drawing flowers, you can start by drawing a circle or oval shape according to the angle you are looking at it. If you want a top view of the flower, you can start by drawing a circle, and if you are drawing a flower at an angle, you can start by drawing an oval shape accordingly. Then you can position the central disc with a smaller but similar shape. Here you have to note that the position of the central disc will change according to the angle you are looking at it. Once you have the basic outline, you can fill in the petal shapes as you wish. It is always easy if you use some polygonal shapes to draw petals initially, and you can always change the shape as you go. Here I am drawing some twigs and leaves as well, just some rough sketching will do. Step 2. Coloring the petals. For keeping it simple, I strongly advise you to find some good reference images first, because floral petals are very random with varying shapes and folds over them. So imagining where the shadows and highlights are may be very difficult for beginners. In this tutorial, I am only using a white, a 20% warm grey and a 50% warm grey to keep it simple. As the first step, just block in the petal area with a white pencil. Just make sure that you never use force at this stage. Just a simple thin layer of pencil is needed. Once you have blocked in the petal area uniformly with a white pencil, you can proceed with the next color. Use a 20% warm grey to indicate the shadowy areas. I'll just block in the shadows with this one and later go over it with the 50% warm grey or a black pencil to darken the values. Once you have completed the value scale of the petal with these grey pencils, you can go back to the white pencil and add those little highlights where you need and just put a few more layers on top so that the petals look smoother. Once you have completed the petals, you can proceed with drawing the central discs. I'm keeping it fairly simple here with some yellow accents and reddish brown stigmas. I have also used a black pencil towards the center. Step 3. The leaves. I'm keeping the leaves very simple here because our attention is on the flowers. Just like drawing petals, you can block in the leaf with a yellow pencil first. Then you can add an olive green and black to add shadows. Since we are using a grey tone paper, the yellow pencil may appear dull. To make it brighter, you can use an additional layer of white pencil. Step 4. The shadows. This is the most important step in this drawing because we want these flowers to look as real as possible. Without shadows, you cannot get that final realistic result. It will just appear like any other drawing. So for shadows, I'm using a 50% warm grey as the base tone, and I'll add darker colors as the shadow gets darker. I'm mostly using a black pencil for the deeper shadows. I selected the 50% warm grey because it was the next darker color compared to the tone of the paper that I was using. Always make sure never to use a lighter shade of grey than the paper. In case of any reflections within the shadows, you can use a lighter grey, but here there are no reflections. Whatever you do, just make sure to get a smooth gradation towards the edges because drawing a soft shadow is often more realistic. So the drawing is complete. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I'll be back with more videos in the coming weeks, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this if you haven't already.